Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So moving on, explaining Balagha. We explained Balagha last time. That's the small text. Now the author himself is explaining the text he mentioned previously. He said, Balaghatul kalami mutabaqatuhu li muqtada al-hal. And he's explaining what does muqtada mean, what does hal mean. In this text, he's further explaining that brief sentence he brought. So والحال. So because in the definition that he brought, he says, وبلاغة الكلام مطابقته لمقتضى الحال. So what does hal mean? So he says hal, and he also says يسمى بالمقام. So he's given another Arabic name. That hal can also be called maqam, meaning al means scenario. Okay. Now one thing here he says يسمى بالمقام. Just a bit of a nahwa or lugha perspective here is, you can say when you use the word samma can be used two ways. One is use it with two maf'uls. Sammaytul walada Zaidan. I called the boy, or I named the boy Zaidan. You can also say Sammaytul walada bi Zaidin. Sammaytul kitaba bi hidayatin nahwi. It came in there, isn't it? So you can have them when you have the word samma, it can be used two ways. One with two maf'uls, or one maf'ul, and the second one via the harf jar, the maf'ul ghayr sarih, the indirect maf'ul. So anyway, he says the hal, which other people call maqam. What is it? As jumla mu'taraza in between. So والحال ويسمى بالمقام, and ha is also called maqam. What is this? هو الأمر الحامل للمتكلم على أن يورد عبارته على صورة مخصوصة. The hal, which is also called maqam, is that issue, that matter, which hamala yahmilu means to lift. But when you use it in like not in physical things, it means cause. Because if you lift somebody on a camel, you put him on the camel, innit? So you've caused him to be on the camel. So hamala, when they use the matters and issues, it's al-amru al-hamil, the cause, the instigating issue. So huwa al-amru. But hal is the matter or the issue which causes the mutakallim. Hal which causes the mutakallim to do what? Yurida. Awrada yurida means to bring. Warada literally means what? Warada ma'a madyan, to come to water. So when you come to the water to drink, obviously Arabs in their time, you have a desert, you come to the water, you say warada ma'a madyan, he came to the water, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. And if you bring your camels there, what do? You awradahum, you bring them. But it's not obviously not the original meaning, but now it's also used a lot in the context of to bring. So the hal is that condition or that scenario which causes the mutakallim to bring what? His ibara, his text. Ala suratin makhsusatin, in a specific manner. والمقتضى, what's muqtada? Is it another name for muqtada is الاعتبار المناسب. والمقتضى ويسمى الاعتبار المناسب. If you see here, in the top he used B and here he didn't use B. He used both forms of yusamma. ويسمى الاعتبار المناسب. And muqtada, which means what? Requirement or demand, is also called in Arabic al-i'tibar al-munasib. Okay? So what can happen here now? You can say that there's two ways of expressing that one terminology. Mutabaqatul kalami li muqtada al-hal. Or you can also say al-i'tibar al-munasib lil maqam. That's meme is missing there. Lil maqam. So you can say mutabaqatul kalam, the kalam matching the demands of the hal. Another way of saying that is what? Al-i'tibar al-munasib lil maqam. That's another way of saying it. It's basically he's translating different words in Arabic. So basically saying, okay, hal can also be called maqam, muqtada also called i'tibar al-munasib. So mutabaqatul kalam bil i'tibar al-munasib. Okay, that's what balagha is. Okay, so he's saying muqtada is also called i'tibar al-munasib. Huwa surah, the muqtada is the actual condition, the actual scenario, the specific scenario. Huwa suratul maqsusatu, the specific scenario التي تورد, upon which عليها تورد عليها, upon which the ibara is brought. والمقتضى مقتضى ويسمى الاعتبار المناسب, which is also called الاعتبار المناسب. That is a particular condition, particular surah, particular scenario, or particular style. Style is better translation here. It's a particular style upon which the ibara is brought. Do you understand? This is called what? So he's explaining what that he brought of terminology. وبلاغة الكلام مطابقته لمقتضى الحال. He explained what muqtada means, he explained what hal means. So hal is a scenario, and muqtada is what? The demands. I already explained that yesterday, but now he's explaining his own text. Okay? And the next text he gives what? An example. He explains an example where he explains what hal is, what muqtada is, what irad is. Do you understand this text? Do you understand this text? So والحال ويسمى بالمقام. Hal, it is also called maqam. هو الأمر الحامل. It is that issue, that matter, that condition which causes the متكلم. الحامل للمتكلم على أن يورد, to bring his kalam, and يورد عبارته, to bring his عبارة, to bring his text on a particular surah, on a particular form. على صورة مخصوصة. والمقتضى, المقتضى ويسمى الاعتبار المناسب. It is also called اعتبار مناسب. هو الصورة المخصوصة, is that particular form التي تورد عليها العبارة, upon which the عبارة is brought. Okay? And then next text, inshallah, we discuss an example of this hal and muqtada.